Hello all. So there's only ever been one TV channel that I've truly loved. In my first year of university, back before the turn of the century, I spent much of my time chain smoking, drinking 40 ounces, and making up for the fact that I wasn't allowed to watch TV as a kid. My time was split roughly in half between VH1 and the History Channel. I used VH1 to catch up on the pop culture I missed, but the History Channel was a passion. Back then, it was known as the Hitler Channel for the number of dense World War II documentaries it offered. It wasn't just Hitler, though. They covered everything, and I freaking loved it. So the past decade has been kind of rough. I don't suppose I can blame them, but the folks running the channel chased ratings in a number of depressing directions. The channel became a sea of reality shows, dumbed-down documentaries, and something called Ancient Aliens? I find the title of that show alone too depressing to research further. Those executives have got to do what they got to do, but I don't have to watch. Then in 2013 came Vikings, the History Channel's most popular scripted drama. For some, this represented a new low, but I think it's actually a sign of the rebirth of the channel. At first glance, Vikings looks like a vaguely homoerotic stab fest. It's certainly that, but there's a lot more going on here. Many have quibbled about historical accuracy, but as others have pointed out, we're about as likely to get a historically accurate picture of Ragnar Lothbrok and his family as we are of King Arthur. The records just don't exist. These people are as much poetry as they are history. Even the cultures that were semi-literate back then, like the ancestors of the English and the French, didn't leave all that much behind to work with. That's pretty much what we've got from the English for most of what's happened in the series so far. Hit pause to read it if you want. Some critics have complained about the way the focus has been shifting from Viking characters to their less compelling royal victims. But this is what's so cool about the show. The popular view of the historical Vikings is a bit limited. There's the plundering and the pillaging, the cool boats and the funny helmets. In fact, this period, the last great barbarian invasion of Northern Europe, set a whole lot of history in motion. Rollo's descendants in particular were tremendously influential. The Normans conquered England, much of Italy, parts of the Byzantine Empire, and parts of the Middle East during the Crusades, which you might have heard of. The beginnings of the French, English, and Scandinavian peoples can be found in precisely the mix of blood, muck, and superstition that the show does such a compelling job of presenting. The chronology is a mess, and the mix of fact and fiction is sometimes ridiculous. But Vikings is doing great work. By getting a new generation of viewers excited about this era, the History Channel is telling the story of Europe in a new and compelling way. It almost makes up for Ancient Aliens. Almost. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, please click on the Patreon link here to find out how.